On screen text, let's move, anatomy and body awareness.
Welcome back, I'm Gabby. Today we are going to talk about body awareness and the parts of our bodies. Body awareness is the ability to recognize where your body is in space. Your muscles and joints send information to your brain about your body and how it moves. Body awareness is important to learn to plan movements and to coordinate ourselves. It is also important because body awareness helps us to understand how to relate to objects and people at home, at school, and outdoors. For example, proper body awareness tells us how far to reach for objects or how close to stand next to a person. There is also a strong connection to the understanding of space and the relationship of the body in space. This is essential for safe and efficient movement within your environment. Have you ever been walking and not realized that you weren't walking in a straight line? Maybe you bumped into someone else or an obstacle. This is because it is hard to know where you are in space and what is around you. Spatial concepts are important to understand as they are a big part of your growth and development. These concepts can be categorized under body awareness, which we have spoken about. This includes things like your left side, right side, above, and below. Then there's spatial awareness. This is knowing where your body is in space in relation to objects or other people, such as parallel, perpendicular, inside, and outside. You must first understand a concept in relation to yourself before you can understand a concept in relation to other people and items. For example, when you're little, you learn where your own arms and hands are before you reach for a cup in front of you. All the physical experiences you have in life, rolling over as a baby, all the way up to standing and walking, help you to develop and grow. There are lots of different parts of your body. Anatomy helps us to learn about the size, shape, and position of different body parts. For example, the skin, nerves, muscles, bones, and organs of humans. Your bones help to make up your skeleton and serve as a framework for the body. The main function of the skeleton is to support and protect the soft tissues and the organs of the body, and to provide points of attachment for the muscles that move the body. The human skeleton contains 206 bones of various shapes and sizes. Your muscles attach to the bones, and their primary task is to aid in movement of the body. When a muscle contracts, one bone moves in relation to the other. This makes it possible to move the whole body, such as running, or to move just one part of the body, like bending a finger. The skin then covers your bones and muscles and helps act as a protective barrier. Let's talk about some major muscles in the body. You may have heard of some of these before. The deltoids, trapezius, and pectorals are grouped closely together. The deltoids and trapezius are in the shoulders, and the pectorals are the chest muscles. The deltoids give your shoulders the rounded contour. Their function is to raise your arm out to the side of your body. The trapezius, or traps, are the muscles that contract and relax when you shrug your shoulders, like when you don't know the answer to a question. Many athletes and bodybuilders have large pectoral muscles because they strengthen the upper body over a period of time. A muscle on the front of your arm that you use for lifting and pulling is your biceps. Your abdominals, or abs, are the part of your core muscles. They keep your body stable and balanced and protect your spine. These muscles work really hard when you do a sit-up. Another major muscle group is the gluteus maximus. When you sit down, you sit on your gluteus maximus, or glutes. Close by are the quadriceps, or quads. These muscles on the front of your thighs are very important. Runners, bikers, and other athletes who use their legs in their sport must develop strong quads. Here are some fun facts about your body. Your skin is actually the biggest organ. A bone in your ear, called the stapes, is the smallest bone. Your biggest muscle is the gluteus maximus. The longest bone in your body is your thigh bone. It is called your femur. It takes 17 muscles to smile, but 43 muscles to frown. Now that we all know some muscles in our body, we are going to play Simon Says. Today, I'm Simon, and Simon is going to tell you what to do. However, you must only obey commands that begin with the words, Simon says. If Simon says, touch your nose, then you must touch your nose. But if Simon simply says jump, without first saying Simon says, you do not jump. Are you ready? Simon says walk slowly on the spot. Walk fast on the spot. I hope you didn't start walking fast. Simon says shrug your shoulders. Remember, this is your trapezius muscle working. Simon says stand on your right leg. Your glutes and quads are working really hard here. Put your fingers on your nose. I hope you didn't touch your nose. Simon didn't say that. Simon says lift your arms out to the sides. This is using your deltoids. Simon says put your left hand in the air. Touch your head. Good job, everyone. I hope Simon didn't trick you too many times.
On screen text, let's move. Cardio exercise. Gabby performs the exercises on a foam mat placed on the floor of a gymnasium.
Welcome back. My name's Gabby. You will need a clear space for this and your exercise mat. Cardiovascular exercise is any activity that increases your heart rate and breathing. This raises oxygen and blood flow throughout your body. Cardio is linked to the decreased risk of heart disease. During these exercises, you may feel a little out of breath. If you do, you can pause this video and take a break while you get your breath back. I'm going to run through the equipment you're going to need. You'll need an exercise mat, a step, a balance disc, hand weights or dumbbells, an exercise ball, and a TheraBand tied in a knot, also known as a resistance band. We are going to do a star jump. Stand upright with your legs together, arms at your sides. Bend your knees slightly and jump and spread your legs to be shoulder width apart. Stretch your arms out over your head in a V shape. Jump back to the starting position with your arms by your sides and feet together. Now do 10 star jumps. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. 3, 2, 1, and stop. We are now going to sit to stand. Sit down on your exercise mat. If you need to, you can stand up by going onto your hands and knees. Now sit back down onto your bottom with your legs crossed in front of you and stand up using your hands if you can. Coming back into sitting, this time we're going to make it even harder. If you can, try to stand up without using your arms. If you need to for safety, you can put your hands back behind you to sit down. We're going to repeat this 6 times, standing up and sitting down. And up, sitting back down. That's 2, 4 more to go. And up, and down, halfway, 3 more to go. Up, and sitting back down. And up, sitting back down. There's 1 more. Last one. Up, and down. Great work. We are now going to do mountain climbers. Start by lying down on your tummy, keeping your body in a straight line and putting your hands beside your chest. Push up through your hands and lift your stomach and hips off the ground. Your hands should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart and directly under your shoulders. Keep your toes and balls of the feet touching the floor. Slowly bring one knee up towards the center of your stomach and then take it back to the starting position. Repeat on the other side. If you feel like you can, start to increase the pace and quickly alternate between your legs. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Faster if you can, pick up the pace. Great work. That's halfway, we've got 15 seconds left. Keep going. Great work, looking strong. Making sure you're keeping your body weight over your shoulders and your bottom down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep going, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, knees down to the ground. We are now going to do high knees. Start with your arms at your sides, feet hip width apart. We will start in slow motion before speeding it up. Stand tall with your back straight. Slowly lift one knee at a time, lifting your left knee as high as you can and then lower it at the same speed, letting your foot touch the ground right before lifting your other knee up to repeat this. Your arms should be bent at 90 degrees and swinging opposite to the leg that is bent. If you can, speed it up and take off and land on the balls of your feet. If you're using good form, your feet will be lined up directly below your knees. Your feet should not be extended out or bent back. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Great job. Picking up your pace, lifting your knees quickly while maintaining good form. Keep your eyes focused straight ahead and keep your back straight. That's 15 seconds down. 15 to go. Great work. Keep going, keep those knees coming up nice and high. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We are now going to do a vertical jump. The goal here is simple. Jump as high as you can. Start with your feet hip width apart and a slight bend in your knees. Swing both arms back as you bend a little deeper. Then as you swing your arms forward, jump up, extending your arms overhead. Jump as high as you can. When you land, make sure you bend your knees and land lightly. We're going to repeat this 10 times. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Slight bend in the knees when you land. 7, 3 more, 8, 9. Last one, big jump. Good job. We are now moving on to burpees. We're going to practice our burpees slowly before we do it quickly. Start by standing at one end of the exercise mat with the mat out behind you. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and your arms by your sides. Lower into a squat position and place your hands on the floor. Kick or step your legs back into a plank position. You should have your hands under your shoulders with straight elbows and your hips and knees off the ground. Your body should be in a straight line. Jump or step your legs forward to return into a squat position, returning to the standing position by jumping up. We're going to repeat this 5 times. Squat, hands on the floor, legs out, in, and jump up with your hands above your head. Squat, out, in, up. That's 2. Out, in, up. Squat, out, in, up. And 1 more, out, in, up. Burpees are one of the hardest cardio exercises you can do. So if you're finding this difficult, that's okay. If you need a breather, pause the video now and take a break. We're now going to make it a little harder. If you're tired, you can keep doing the same ones we have been doing, stepping your legs in and out. But for a challenge, we're going to bring the chest to the ground when you're in the plank position. So squat, hands on the floor, legs out, drop down onto your stomach, push up through your hands, jump to your feet, and jump in the air with your hands above your head. So down, out, drop the chest, push up, feet to where your hands are, and up. That's 1. We're doing 5. 2, push, 3, down. Great job. 2 more, down, up, and 1 more. That makes 5. Great work. We are now going to do skipping. Start by jumping on the spot. These should be small, quick bounces on the balls of your feet. Jump, 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 jump. Pretend you have a skipping rope in your hands and circle your hands beside your hips with your elbows bent. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Are you ready? Go! Great work. Make sure you're landing lightly on the balls of your feet with your knees slightly bent. Keep circling your arms. Great work. We've got 15 seconds left. Make sure you're getting your feet off the ground when you're jumping up. Lovely work. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. We're now going to do some squat jumps. We're going to do some squats first before we add the jumps. Starting with your feet shoulder width apart, slowly bend your hips and knees to lower your bottom, almost like you're about to sit in the chair. Bringing your hands together at your chest with your elbows bent. Push up through your heels and straighten your legs into the starting position with your hands by your sides. Repeat this 10 times. Down and up. And 2. 3. Make sure your bottom's going nice and low like you're sitting in a chair. Straightening your knees, pushing through your heels. Great work. And 3 more. 1 more. Okay, to make this harder, we're going to add a big jump when we return to the start position. So bend and lower and jump high, swinging your arms above your head. 2, we're doing this 10 times. 4, 5, great work. You're nearly there. 3 more, 8, 9, and last one, great work. We're now going to go back to the start and do all the exercises again without breaks to really get our hearts pumping and oxygen flowing through our bodies. I won't be talking through the exercises this time, so it will be faster and harder. If you need a rest, you can pause the video. Are you ready? Starting off with star jumps, doing 10. And out in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to sit to stands, sitting down and standing up 6 times. That's 1, sitting down and standing up 2. Great job. This is 3. Make sure if you need to, you can put your hands behind you to sit down. Great work. That's 5. And last one, 6. Great work. Moving on to mountain climbers. So standing at the front of your mat, feet out behind you. You can either step in or run your feet. Great work. Doing this for 30 seconds. Keep going, keeping your bottom down, hands out, shoulder width apart. Great work. You've got 15 seconds left. Keep going, keeping your weight over your hands. Straight elbows. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job bringing your knees down and standing up, moving on to high knees. Great work. We're also doing this for 30 seconds. Bringing your knees up, making them as high as you can. Great job. Lovely work. Landing lightly on the balls of your feet. You've got 15 seconds left. You're halfway. Keep going. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to vertical jump. Remember, jumping as high as you can with your hands swinging above your head. We're doing this 10 times. Bending your knees and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is halfway. Good job. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Great work. Moving on to burpees. This one's tricky. Remember, just doing 5 burpees. You can do it. So dropping down, Feet out, chest to ground, and jump. That's 1. And 2. Great work. Remember, if you need to, you can step your legs in and out. It's 4 and 1 more. You're nearly there. Big jump to finish it off. And that's 5. Great work. Moving on to skipping. It's the jumping on the spot. Make sure you have your hands out by your side. Doing it for 30 seconds. Little gentle jumps. Landing lightly. You must be feeling puffed by now. Great work. Little gentle jumps. You've got 15 seconds left. You're nearly there. Great work, everyone. And we're moving on to our last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's lovely. Last is our squat jumps. Getting ready. Shoulder width apart, lowering your bottom down and jumping with your hands above your head 10 times. 4, 5, 6, lower that bottom down. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Great work, everyone. Great work. We're going to have 1 minute rest. Take a drink if you need to, and then we're going to run through the whole thing one more time. Are you ready? Starting off with star jumps, doing 10. And out in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to sit to stands, sitting down and standing up 6 times. That's 1, sitting down and standing up 2. Great job. This is 3. Make sure if you need to, you can put your hands behind you to sit down. Great work. That's 5. And last one, 6. Great work. Moving on to mountain climbers. So standing at the front of your mat, feet out behind you. You can either step in or run your feet. Great work. Doing this for 30 seconds. Keep going, keeping your bottom down, hands out, shoulder width apart. Great work. You've got 15 seconds left. Keep going, keeping your weight over your hands. Straight elbows. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job bringing your knees down and standing up. Moving on to high knees. Great work. We're also doing this for 30 seconds. Bringing your knees up, making them as high as you can. Great job. Lovely work. Landing lightly on the balls of your feet. You've got 15 seconds left. You're halfway. Keep going. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to vertical jump. Remember, jumping as high as you can with your hands swinging above your head. We're doing this 10 times. Bending your knees and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is halfway. Good job. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Great work. Moving on to burpees. This one's tricky. Remember, just doing 5 burpees. You can do it. So dropping down, feet out, chest to ground, and jump. That's 1. And 2. Great work. Remember, if you need to, you can step your legs in and out. It's 4 and 1 more. You're nearly there. Big jump to finish it off. And that's 5. Great work. Moving on to skipping. It's the jumping on the spot. Make sure you have your hands out by your side. Doing it for 30 seconds. Little gentle jumps. Landing lightly. You must be feeling puffed by now. Great work. Little gentle jumps. You've got 15 seconds left. You're nearly there. Great work, everyone. And we're moving on to our last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's lovely. Last is our squat jumps. Getting ready. Shoulder width apart, lowering your bottom down and jumping with your hands above your head 10 times. 4, 5, 6, lower that bottom down. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Great work, everyone.
Vision Australia logo, 3 blue linking ovals on a yellow background.
Vision Australia.
Blindness,
Low vision.
Opportunity.